This is Michael Kelleher. The mobile patio is open. Yes, I know it is Martin Luther King Day, but I wanted to bring to you, because I go through the LinkedIn feed, I thought it was a very relevant day to get you some information. First, the power of LinkedIn is the ability to connect and network and help others. Um, Brian over at FinLocker turned me on to the experts over Jason Frazier's newsletter, which goes out. And he had this morning pretty cool 8 things you probably didn't know about Martin Luther King. One, his birth name was Michael, not Martin. 2, he entered college at age 15. And 3, received his doctorate in systematic theology. 4, his famous I Have a Dream speech was not his first at the Lincoln Memorial. 5, he was imprisoned nearly 30 times. 6, he narrowly escaped an assassination attempt a decade before his death. 7, his last public speech foretold his death. And 8, George Washington is the only other American to have his birthday observed as a national holiday. What I want to bring your attention to is just some of my news feed. It had many great Martin Luther King quotes. Here's one here from Jeff Miller. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. This one from Fobby. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving. Here, Mark shared one with us. Michael Gallo on cue. Had a great video honoring MLK Day. I did this in static view, so we're not going to be able to really see it. I wanted to play it, but make sure you go and you take a look. It did have a great quote. Rushmore correspondence. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Martin Luther King. Katie Sweeney at AIM, always great content. Talking about when we build one another up, nothing can tear us down. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Let's see who else showed up on the feed today. I was screenshotting when I could. Kevin Hanna. The time is always right. The time is always right to do the right thing. Those 2 rights there threw me off a little bit there. Sorry about that. Dan Brothers had a great one. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? This has been a great streak of no repeats. I just screenshotted, so there could be repeats. It probably will be now that I brought it up. Matt Ishba. I took a day when people will not be judged by the color of their I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And why don't we, on that halfway mark here, I did want to read from that famous speech. I saw Bob Brown said it. Just one, I talk about mobile, so I think, the relevancy of this is important. This is maybe something that I can say is relevant here, but we have come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children. It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. And that's what I mean. The people that listen to this, I hope, understand and say that urgency is always important, and there's no better time than now. You'll hear me say quite a bit, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. this part of the speech, to the people that listen here, the time is now to change anything you do daily to be better today than you were yesterday, and better tomorrow than you were today. Always improving. So let's see some of the others as we finish off here. David Arnett had a video that you'll have to check out. I'll put that in the comments as well. That's one for tomorrow. That's one for tomorrow. Joseph over at Freedom Bank, Virginia. I thought this was really cool. Honors Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy through a proactive commitment to promoting diversity and inclusion. He is seeding a new $50,000 NOVA Technology Fund focused on financing and technical assistance for minorities and entrepreneurs of color in the D.C. region in partnership with Northern Virginia Technology Council and administered by Community Business Partnership. Personally, I wouldn't be where I was today without programs that help out entrepreneurship, accelerators, and this is incredible. This will go, I will tell you, a lot further than it seems on the surface. It's just such a great thing to read that. Had to screenshot it. Laura, who always has great motivational words. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving. Never stop, because complacency is the enemy of progress and the path of mediocrity. Awesome, Laura. And again, I was just screenshotting today and this is Bob, who motivated me to read the speech and pick a part that I could share with you. But I'll put the link in here. And as he said, spend some time today and read the I Had a Dream speech. When I was part of Rotary, Bill Demento used to come down, and it was the one time a year we really stopped everything and Bill would always present year after year after year, and he would play many of Martin Luther King's speeches and give us different details on him. But it's always stuck with me, Bill, how you used to stress how important it is to read that speech and some of the other speeches, especially on a day like today. Ashley, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. And that is an awesome way to end it. I hope you all have a great Martin Luther King Day. I hope you all take time to read the speech and look forward to opening the patio tomorrow. Thank you.